Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about Home Improvement, the 1990s television sitcom, which I absolutely enjoy and I know a lot of you are big fans of. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. And as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about Home Improvement and the actors Tim Allen and Patricia Richardson. They of course played the husband and wife duo of Tim Taylor and Jill Taylor. Now, you're not going to believe how much money they each turned down to play the Taylors. It's truly mind-blowing. Now, before I get into that, I do want to talk a little bit about the show itself. It was always very popular during the 1990s, debuting in September of 1991 and the series finale concluding in May of 1999. Now, in regards to the ratings, the show was always, whenever it was on television, always in the top 10 of all television shows. Now, it never made the #1 slot, but its highest finish was second place, and that happened during the show's third season. Now, the series finale became the 5th highest rated series television program of the 90s and 9th overall series finale ever presented on a single network of television history. The show was actually supposed to last 9 seasons, according to Tim Allen and the people in charge of the show, but simply Patricia Richardson and Tim Allen said, "We refuse to do another season." There's a lot of reasons for this. One of them primarily was that for the 8th season, there was not a lot of Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Now, if you do know, Jonathan Taylor Thomas played the middle boy of the Taylors, and he left pretty much during the course of season 8 and never came back, only came back for Christmas episode and didn't even come back for the series finale, essentially. Now, I'll probably have to make a separate video on the departure of Jonathan Taylor Thomas from the show and how it was very shocking to everyone on the show, including Tim Allen and even Patricia Richardson, who got both fairly upset at his kind of quick departure. Now, the audience and fan of the shows did not really want the show to end. There was a little dip in the ratings in season 8, but it was not called for to cancel the show. Now, around the time of the series finale, Tim Allen was asked his thoughts on the canceling and just the ending of Home Improvement, and he recalled, quote, "This is really, really difficult for me. I don't want this to end," end quote. He also said that he regretted that the show didn't end a year earlier. That was because the show's ratings were a lot higher. They were in the top 5 at the time, and in its final season, as I mentioned, it actually went down to 11th place in the Nielsen ratings. He wanted to end on that high note, and even ABC truthfully wanted to go longer than that. They actually offered Tim Allen $50 million to continue the show, and he turned that down. Not only that, Patricia Richardson, who was his co-star, was offered half of that, $25 million, to return just for the 1999-2000 season. That's just for 1 year of show. They both turned it down. They left the money on the table. They thought that would not be wise. That's very telling to me. I think it really speaks to them and their art. Because if you think about it, this is a lot of money. If they were just in it for the money, they would have said, let's just do it another year and go for it. But they thought that it would do damage to the show. It would do damage to what people loved, what people understood. And clearly their heart was in it, because that's a lot of money to turn down, in my opinion. I want to know your thoughts down below, guys and gals. What do you think about this? Have you ever heard about this? And do you think it was wise for them to turn down this money? Now, this money was for them. It was to their benefit. Why do you think they turned it down? Was it wise of them to do so? And what do you think of the show Home Improvement overall? I would love to cover the show in much more detail. Let me know by subscribing, hitting the like button, and commenting as well. We'll see you next time, and don't forget, guys and gals, be hopeful. Thank you so much to all the supporters I have on Patreon, especially my Diamond tier patrons: Vito L, Tommy G, Ricky, David D, Citizen Kane, Sally N, and Grace U. If you want to find more exclusive content, visit my Patreon page, links in the description.